chance to touch the sky. Another gig, a chance to try. The place is the same. These tunes are just half a game. I'll jam with the boys, it's always happening. From ragtime to blues, big band to scat. Scat to bebop, bop to rap. It's all the same for those who strive. You gotta push hard, you got to drive. From the birds, the blues, the gigs, the sing. The fame and the money game, well, it's just a game. Basic felt it, and Ellen too. Frankie is no exception to the rule. Yeah.
I want to welcome. We want to welcome every person, place, and thing in existence. Alright, you know how I do it. We do it on the Brother Manila. That means no hanky-panky.
The place is the same.
No big whammy.
These tunes are just half a game. I'll jam with the boys, it's always happening.
What you get is what you expect.
Blues, big band of scat. Scat to bebop, bop to rap.
Before I get started,
It's all the same.
I'm going to let some beings come on and get on the internet, get caught all up in the web. All right. Oh, Charlotte, that's her name. I was trying to think of the book that I read when I was a kid and how the web of today reminds me of the web from the book that we read titled Charlotte's Web.
Frankie is no exception to the rule.
You know what I mean? When you was in kindergarten, I think it was a book titled Charlotte's Web. How many of you people remember that book? Huh? By wave of sigil or signal in the universe, let the supreme deity such as Nate the Great fill you. And you know I can do that. All you gotta do is just be in agreement. That means truth resonates with you. You know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna wait a couple more minutes. I want to let some people get caught all up in the web, in the World Wide Web, or what you call the internet. You see? Look at the word internet. You're in the net. How does the spider knows that it's prey time? Huh? It's somewhere all the way in the northeast corner of the web. Sleep. Knocked out. But yet a fly, a bug, an insect can touch that web and get caught up. And the web will gradually work its way over. Huh? And find its prey and devour it. And are we right or wrong, people? See, this is similar to how your universe operates. This is what you mean when you say that the prayers go up and the blessings come down. If it wasn't for the internet, you could have no way possibly get a return of your prayer coming back down. Why? Because it's a sea, a field of nothing but information. I call it the crystal ball. Welcome, everybody. We're going to welcome you all. I got a high power piece of information I'm going to be dropping in this day and time. And I suggest, recommend, and highly advise that you take heed to what I'm going to share with you. For if you don't, then it will be of your own choice and accord or where you end up tomorrow. Because I want you to keep in mind the only way you got to where you are today is by developing that of what you created yesterday. And everything that you people do, all of them to yourself, not so much collectively, will result of where I land, where you land, what takes place, what unfolds, and what predicament, condition, and situation you find yourself in tomorrow. It's just that simple. You see? So we're gonna get the party started. We're gonna, cause I can't be too long with the main reason why we are gathering here today. Remind me of the song Prince. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to this thing called life. Huh? Don't you like life? Everybody want to live. Am I right? For what I can see, nobody wants to die. Don't you know the last person is waiting for the return of Christ and or the end of the world will be dead of the one who in being enriched in this world? Think about it. If I'm due to get a check from y'all next Sunday, and you promise me that I'll get a cash app of $7,000, I'm not looking for the return of Christ come Friday. At least we gotta wait the Sunday or the day after. Let me get to doing what I need to be doing. This is the way that people feel. Whether it's taking a trip to Las Vegas, going over to Ethiopia, helping out with the people who will never eat, or feed or visiting hospitals of the children who is doing less fortunate, right? Everybody wants to make their charitable donation. Today's mathematics and science of which I've been involved into that of what I want in my life. We call it a culture. A culture is that what an individual does wholeheartedly and on a continuous basis. Right? So that means if I'm brushing my teeth every morning, is that a culture? Yes. That's part of my culture. Anything that I do repetitiously on a continuum basis is of my ethics and ethics. It is the code. It is the lifeline of that which makes me breathe and exist. And I say that for the mere fact that so many people is unaware and shy away from that of the word culture, where I find culture to be a beautiful thing. People hear the word culture to think first thing comes to their mind is something that of an occult. Well, occult is the root word of that of culture. So technically, realistically, informationally, each and every individual is an occultist. You may not like to wipe your face and brush your teeth when you rise up in the break of the day. You may like just get straight out of bed. Don't even wash your ass, no nothing. Straight put the same clothes you had on yesterday and get in your nasty ass car and go to work. That's your culture. That's what you do. Let's do a spiritual reading for the day and get right into the juicy aspect of why we're here. I hope that each and every day you find something through social media that is of positivity. Yeah. Let me make sure I did this right. Okay. So we're gonna do a spiritual reading for the day. Check. Let's do a spiritual reading. Check. Ring that bell. Make sure we're getting everybody tuned up, tuned in, and perfectly creative. I need you to realize how you are the creator and maker of all things in existence. If you don't understand that concept, then it is you who need to be feverishly in the comment section, not running away. You need to be talking to me and asking questions. With Nate, why you think like that? I'm going to quickly give you a response. Well, first of all, you can't prove you're creative. That's number one for starts. And that'll give you time to go ahead and go sit down and think about what you're going to be saying to me before you approach me. Because you know, when you talk to the God like me, you need to be on some real talk shit. Don't come to me with that old American ideology. You know I'm not working with that. I don't want to hear no Afrocentric. No, I'm not. I'm tired of hearing this black conscious shit. Okay? You niggas ain't progressing, no matter who and what you are. You could be an Anunnaki. You could be a Nibiruian. You could be a Rizarian. All I care, you could be from the ice, beyond the ice walls. Agathar. Wherever, under the waters, over the skies. My thing is, how can you and I move out positively? And if it ain't no you and I, which is what? Unity, then I can go ahead and be great by myself. Yeah, you thought I was going to go do bad by myself, didn't you? I keep telling you I'm not American, nigga. What's wrong with you? You go do bad by yourself. I speak life into existence. I got to be careful what I say. My mouth is too powerful. My mind is too powerful. My word is too powerful. And if you ever picked up the Saint Book of John, it'll let you know in the beginning was the word. And the word became flesh, people. Woo! That means you is fire. So the spiritual reading, we're gonna just pick a book, and the book, well, never mind. I don't care to share where I'm giving this information from. If you are concerned, you should be in the comment section again. Obviously, you don't got no concern. So you just gonna take what I tell you and assimilate it well, right? After all. So what's the point of me telling you where I'm reading it from? I'm not even pretty much gonna regurgitate it that of it being in such a what is it? The order that it's in. I may switch up on the word. I may change a word. Just so you could get the point. You gotta remember, people, I'm on a level that's beyond the level of what this system has to offer. And it's okay. There's very few of us. And they are aware of this. You know, there's entities that are aware of this. This is like nothing that's a bad thing. I'm not a bad guy. And if anybody ever knew me, you be around me, I ain't even gonna give you nothing bad. If you want to drink, my old head tell them let them pour their own poison. If you want to smoke the bud, if you want to partake of the bud, you gotta come to the session, to the cipher with your own flower, B. You can't come expecting to be smoking off of me. What you think this is, niggerism? You think you back in the niggerism days, don't you? Where one blunt, 6 niggas smoking off of one blunt. And you never minded where their lips been. Boy, you need to get your priorities in order. That's for sure. I only smoke after my son. If we gonna smoke, then if you ain't got none, look at that box right there. You trying to get the bud and ask them what chain you roll up with and twist up. I got mine right here. See, I'm gonna have mine. I always got everything I need. I don't want to exist on a planet in no place or time, whether it's on this plane, another plane, and you'll know when you're in different planes when you so-called lay this body down at night and sleep. You travel to another dimension. You go and occupy another avatar and partake in that what you call dream. But it's not a dream. There's nothing coming to visit you, to disturb you. Rather, it is you that's taking, it's like a trip. You got a week off from work. You want to get away from the family. So what you do? You book yourself a flight to Vegas. You know what I'm talking about? The same thing in the macro sense. You lay the body down. You get tired of dealing with this crazy ass family that you got down here on Turtle Island. Check. I could have fixed this, man. I need to put a light on it. All right, so Gotta have some tunes, but I don't want the talking in the background because I don't want you to have to listen to the words that's coming from the song and the words that's coming from me. So I try to just keep it on the instruments. But I thought I programmed it. You know how it is. It gets crazy when you want to do things right and exist. Break that spell. Ever notice the religious people put it like this? They say anytime you setting something up or want to do good in life, Satan coming and attack you. You ever heard people talk like that? I think that's cute. Satan coming and attack me. Can you imagine Satan? Now let's just say that's real. I don't believe that, but you know me, I'm open-minded. Anything could fucking happen. So let's say Satan is attacking me. What is he gonna do when he gets too old to do what he's doing, and I get the best of him? You ever think about that? That's just like you fucking with the little young boy down the street, and you forgot that you got to be still walking out there at 70 if you make it. Some of you don't even plan on making to past 60. So you figure you're gonna be a little gangster, all shaped, buffed up, and able to do what you want to do and check on out. No. We all have checks that has to be cashed, meaning that everything that you write, bring forth with your hand, has to manifest. That's the laws of physics, people. You can't escape that. So we're gonna do the spiritual reading, then we're gonna get on with the main juicy part of why we're here today. And what has opened up to me is the concept of everything, right? I'm sorry, every relationship is a mirror. Wow. Isn't this wonderful how we can just grab a book, open it up, and it be on time with what the gravitational flow and what you traveling in? That's confirmation, people. You need not neglect that, disregard it, overlook it, or throw it in the trash. It says that relationships are mirrors of ourselves. How many of you ever knew that? How many of you knew that you actually attract that what you are? I think we're gonna have to bring that bowl a little closer. What you think? Huh? Because we're gonna be saying some things that's actually going to need to be inscribed within the essence of our universe, people. Huh? I know if Satan is attacking you, it's not going to be after I'm done doing this, because I'm going to tune you right on up. This is an interference, an interruption to that of the frequencies what Satan is doing to you. You tell Satan to run, or else I'll tune that ass on up. And we ain't talking about literal. No Diddy, you can pause. Huh? Right, keep that up here. Because I see we're going to need that. You keep talking that sassy shit. And I like to listen. I like that. I like that sass. I used to listen to the other niggas talk that sass. I don't listen to nobody no more. Because nobody don't really talk shit no more. I'm like the biggest shit talker on the planet Earth right now. Because I could go in any field, any degree. I could put on any mask. You know what I mean? Oh, you ain't feeling me, huh? I bet that ass will if you would come near me. Mm-hmm. You're going to be feeling me then. So, we talking about why I can't get the relationship that I want to be in. Because you dirty and you nasty. You want a man with some good ethics and ethics. Or I'm sorry, some good etiquettes. And you ain't got none yourself. That's not fair to him. That means he's gonna have to clean up after you and the kids and himself. And the cats and the dogs if you're lucky to have some pets around. Huh? And all you want to do is go shopping, hang out with your girlfriends, talk on the phone. He's gonna get tired of you. And he's gonna need some woman that's that's out here wanting to step her game up. That is stepping her game up, not wanting to, that is. And that's willing to bring at least half to the table. The only reason you niggas is in the relationship still that you can because she have not found the heart to get up and go find any non-godly ass. Huh? That's right, ain't nothing godly about you. You said cleanliness is the godliness next to godliness. Look at your bathtub. Huh? Look at the bottom of your feet. Look at your rugs, man. God damn, dog. When's the last time you fuck shampoo? When did you vacuum last? You go to some of these people's house. And first thing you talking about, they spiritual? People, cleanliness is godliness. What is wrong with you? What we attract to ourselves will mirror either beliefs we have about relationships or the quality of who and what you are. No, it is not Casper the Friendly Ghost who's fucking sending you your boyfriend or your girlfriend. It's not Satan who is interfering and stopping and sending you somebody else. Those are all cop outs, fairy tales, stories for the nigga that can't explain. That's all it is. Some people made the nigga dumb after the reset and formulated all these stories and let you choose which one is best suitable and comfortable for you, just like they do out of a dictionary or out of a Bible. You ever notice that? People will pick or choose and go in the Quran and pick out that which is best suitable to fit their culture. And here it is, you running and scared of the goddamn word culture. When you got a culture. Huh? People. What we attract to ourselves will mirror either beliefs we have about relationships or qualities that we have. The things we don't like about our friends are reflections of either what we do or what we believe. We could not attract such people if the way they are didn't somehow complement our own lives. You see? So when the bond between friends becomes strained, we can look to the negative message of childhood to understand, overstand, and yes, even understand the why. Yes. That feeling of, oh God, why me? you begin to get some closure. First, you begin to get some insight before closure can ever come about. You got to understand how this science go right here. It's a process, people, and you got to put work in it. Nothing is free, and if it is, it's not worth having. Everything that you get, you got to work hard for it. Huh? For instance, if we have a friend who is undependable, a lot of you niggas out there got this type of friend, always letting you down, then you need to turn within. We need to see where we are undependable and when we let others down. You see, I tell you, your whole state of existence and everything that you're doing is nothing but a mirror. The universe is that of the story that they taught you in kindergarten about the wicked witch and her crystal ball. You're the Wizard of Oz, the wicked witch and witch. In the Etheric with the Akashic records, it's your crystal ball. That what you visualize, that what you imagine, and I tell you all the time. Imagination is everything, people. And the faster you see what I'm showing you, the better off you become. Not just be. It's a continuum. Life don't stop just because you stop stealing and you fulfill the great 10 commandments or the 42 laws of Ma'at. Oh, what you think? You're going to heaven now and you get to lay back? Oh, God. Thank you, God. I made it. Whew. Now what? I thought you said it was one thing after another. Get your ass up. You know how mom used to say, you cleaned the room, you vacuumed the rugs, you swept the leaves up, you cut the grass, you swept the kitchen floor, you did the dishes. Now you want to go lay down. No. Go clean out that garage. Get your laundry done. You can take a little break, get a little some orange juice or something. But there's always something after another. There's one thing after another. People go to prison. Don't you know they still get to get out and continue on living at some point? Unless you get life. And even then, after you die in prison, you still got another life to live. Especially if the judge says 3 life sentences. Okay? So you still got to come back and fulfill that contract. Don't think they don't know what they're doing. A lot of people think judges is crazy because, they give a nigga 476,000 years and 3 life sentences plus parole. What? Yeah. Don't you know See, you playing with life. That's what it is. You playing with the elements. You won't understand how this magical system works. That's what I feel. That's what I think. And I think that just because you think you want a free flow a role to do whatever you please and feel in existence. Because you think you yours. And to an extent, in a sense, yes, you are your own. But still, there's laws that you got to abide by if you're willing to exceed in the game. Or else you're just going to have to come back and do it all over again. Why? Because it is something that you brought and wrote into existence. Ain't nobody make this life up but you. And can't nobody prove it to me. Can't nobody prove me wrong. no pastor, no pope, no reverend, no preacher, no guru, no sage. I don't give a care rats 2 bags of chips in South Dakota, Walmart, or Sunoco gas station. Go get them. They still will not be able to prove the fact that you are the creator of everything about what you know. And you're not no goddamn Czechoslovakian. You're not no Mexican. You ain't no indigenous nigga. You ain't no Indian. Oh, I got Indian in me. You ain't no Puerto Rican. And no, you ain't no Japanese, no black man, no white man. These are all stories that they made up for you to be lost in. You done went all around the board and said everything, and you ain't even came close to what you are. And you talking about you know yourself. You confused. Go stand in the corner. Talk about I'm black. As soon as they get to you to talk about you black, here comes some more niggas talking about no, you ain't supposed to be black. Don't you know that's more shamanic, call load and dirt and sex that you calling yourself black? I mean, it's always going to be some bullshit. Why? Because you trying to find yourself in everything outside of self. You looking for yourself in all the wrong places. The average nigga on the planet Earth and Turtle Island is looking for a savior. They're looking for somebody to come back and save them. I ask you, whatever told you that you needed to be saved? Who told you that? And on top of that, why would you come here to do anything to be saved? Y'all can cancel that contract party. We can cancel that trip. Send me somewhere where I'm going to enjoy life. And it ain't going to be no casualties and no... and you know what I mean? I need to be saved from them. I don't care if it's the Great White Shark. No, I'm not going. I'll sit out on that trip. So the things we don't like about our friends are reflections of either what we do or what we believe. When the bond between friends becomes strained, we can look to the negative messages of childhood to understand why. For instance, if we have a friend who is undependable and lets us down, we need to turn within. We need to see where, how, and why we are undependable when we let others down. Then we need to perform a mental house cleaning. And I recommend you do this for spiritual healing too. Not just go back in your mind. A mental spiritual house cleaning is when you go back, you lay in your bed and you revisit affairs, events that you weren't comfortable with. Let me put it like that. Not that it was wrong, not that it was a bad thing. No, there's no such thing. God don't send you on no bad trips. God not gonna, you know what I mean, create you his greatest creation, and then send you out here, you know what I'm talking about, to be ate up by the wolves. You can pass me with that. Else, stop talking about he's a loving mercy, ever forgiving, all this old crazy stuff. No, he's not that. That's a sometime. Sometimes he's gonna let you out and be fucked up. Just tell the truth. But you don't want to say it like that. So let us stop with the monotonous talking, right? So doing a mental house cleaning is when I'm gonna make it something real simple. I don't want to make it too you know what you did in existence that don't feel comfortable. For some people, it may have been stealing a Snickers bar, and they never told their mom. For some people, maybe smoking a cool cigarette. And to this day, you 99 years old, and your mom and pop never knew. You lied to them for 99 years that you never smoked a cigarette. And like I said, I'm gonna keep it minded. Some of you people, you have been to jail for 100 years already and paroled out, okay, for what you did. whatever your case is, go in your mind and you remedy the matter. You see yourself putting the toy back that you stole from Walmart or Kresge's or Kmart. Because you knew if your mom would have seen you stealing that little dial, you would have got your little ass spanked, right? Talk to me. But you never, because for fear of getting that ass whipped, you vow that I'll never tell mom that I stole the goddamn motorcycle. So mom think that you're the sweetest child that ever walked the planet. And if the police ever came and said that, ma'am, your son robbed the bank, and she'll be like, no, he didn't. Oh, not my son. You must have to look. Check that child down in the street. She get to telling and snitching everything, cause she know. She knows. Moms know who the corporate is out here, so they think that you niggas is crafty. So you need to do mental house cleaning, okay? Removing the negative messages and learning to accept ourselves so that we can accept others. You cannot accept other people if you cannot accept everything of and who you are. And if you think that you can come and fool me into telling me that I'm your good best friend, and you haven't done that what I just told you, oh, you can go ahead and pass me with that. Because I'll go and stand in the corner before you. I'll let you ever think that you're going to outwit me. I'm the teacher. I'm the great teacher here on this planet, walking around this day and time, 2025. Why? Because I said so. And if I wasn't, then how can I say it? Huh? Don't get yourself twisted. Don't get yourself caught up. You need to be paying real attention. Know what you're dealing with in existence. Because sometimes we play with the fire and we don't know and we get burnt. Why? Because as a young youth, you ain't been taught proper etiquette and ethics. In other words, as they say in the streets of Philadelphia, you ain't get no knowledge about the game. You didn't get no knowledge about the game before you came out here selling drugs. You see me with all this money and all these females driving all types of cars every day, and you thought you could go out and get you a little package without even studying, doing some homework. Getting you some networking, getting you some power just in case in the event. Stacking a little cash for the troublesome days, because we don't have rainy days. And if we do, then it's a beautiful day. Check. Now it brings us to the juicy aspect of the matter. I'm going to wish everybody well out there, all my Facebook, YouTube family members and friends. I see you all. I acknowledge you all. There's too many of you to name. I got over 5,000. I was going to say dollars. Over 5,000 followers when Facebook only allows you 5,000. And out of the 5,000, out over the 5,000 followers, I have over 9 of you great individuals out here in existence that are actually following. So that's a good thing. I'm thinking about now contacting Facebook, perhaps even maybe YouTube, and see about some monetizing around this goddamn place. You know what I mean? Like, Hey, don't let me be dropping the most high powerful information in the universe and I ain't benefiting off of it. Not that I need it and that I care, because I can easily ask somebody, how do I get monetized about this? I've been doing this for over 7 years. If I ain't concerned about getting paid for giving you the most precious parts of existence at this point in time, I don't know if I care anything about making money. What is it going to do for me? All I'm going to do is cash app it back to you. You can probably do something on social media and cash app, cash app, cash app, cash app. I mean, like, no, we don't feel like getting into that. So I'm going to, get to the juicy aspect of why we're here. And that's going to allow me to get up out of here for the remaining time that we got together. So, yeah, it says here on Facebook 5.1K followers. I was under the impression you only allowed to have 5,000. How I got 5.1. And actually, out of the 5.1, it says here that there is 3.8. I said 3.9. 3.8 thousand that are actually following me. So that's a good thing. Shout out to all 3.8 of these great people. There's too many of you. I'm not going to sit here and name 3.8 thousand people. Okay? You all know who you are. If right information, right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding resonates with you, then you one of the great cosmic deities of not just the planet Earth or America, people, of the whole goddamn galaxy and the universe. Remember, the Indians made it rain. ODB controlled 9 planets. I'm going to have to ask you, what the hell can you do? Or should we say, what in heaven? Okay, both heaven and hell. Since you were the master, since just like Jesus, right? What Jesus say? I mastered the seven levels of hell. I hope what he say? He has the keys to the 7 heavens and the 7 hells, right? Him having the keys, that means you don't get the key unless you become the great grand master, people. Do you know what the key symbolizes? Huh? That's just like mom when you were young giving you the key to the house. You didn't get the key to, she feels though that what? You was responsible. Some of you niggas never had a key to mom's house. Huh? So that means you're a master now. In the kingdom of God, just like in church, you get the key, you get to open up the church doors, you come in to count the money, oh, you of importance. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that's a good thing. All right, all you beautiful creatures out there that's resonating with the high power knowledge and information that's going on from my airwaves. Big ups to you. Continue to do great and be great. You know, this is what it's about. Listen, there's many. There is no ending of reasons because listen, there may be somebody tell you tomorrow why they came to Earth. There's not a individual that's been born yet to explain why they came yet. People, stop thinking that you come to Earth for that. People come to Earth for one particular reason. I hear a lot of the conscious people teach it, propagate. Oh, we come to Earth so that we can become better or like learn lessons. And no, what are you going to do after you learned the lesson? Because remember, energy don't die. You can't just keep coming back 29. I know the Buddhist doctrine states that, yeah, there's incarnations, periods of time for a nigga that haven't learned the lesson, but goddamn, what happens after I learn my lesson? You would have to think, I become good now, a master and perfect. So now what? I get to come back on my own free accord and will. Huh? Maybe that's the rewards. People, I'm just here to help you think. I'm here to help you see. You see? I already know. I'm not giving you what you should be thinking. I'm here to help you think. I'm here to help you collect to see what it is that you are. I'm not your preacher. I'm not your teacher. I'm not no prophet. I'm not no messenger. I'm not the next great black leader. I'm not the next great white leader. Okay? To lead the white, dirty, trash people up out of the Kensington and depths of drugs and infested. No. I'm here to raise the frequency and the vibration of Turtle Island, period. If you could be a goddamn whale, if you ready to come upon the land, then all you gotta do is let me be near it. A dolphin. These niggas are very intelligent people. You can have a dolphin on its next incarnation walking around on, what they say, erect on two. Instead of swimming in the sea. Because after all, you've been there yourself. Oh, yes, you have. See? And you talking about, oh, Nate, how you know? I told you how I know. I know everything. There's not a time in which you was not. There's nobody ever come to prove me wrong. Huh? I asked you, who were you and where were you before you was here right now? Huh? Was you, some of you niggas probably was in the hellfire and you just got free to release to come and try to what? Do it all over again? And you fucking up. And what? Now you gotta go back to the hellfire? Yeah, you fucking up. I'm not fucking up. Don't like that. You having sex and you ain't married. That's what your Bible said. It's not me, people. I'm not making this up. I'm only here to help you see. I'm teaching you what your Bible says. If this says that your lips should not be touching that of any swine, why are you running down there to the local swine deli, picking up your chitlins and your ham hocks and your pork chops? I'm just saying, people, I'm not picking on you. I'm just want some closure with the confusion that's going on Earth. Because, yes, y'all don't know. The chaotic, confusion, stupid shit that these niggas do drives me insane. Because I don't understand it. And I'm thinking that I'm supposed to be like that. What's wrong with me? Oh, I'm a devout Christian. I'm a devout Muslim. But I'm selling drugs. Where in the Sharia law, the Hadith Bukhari of Muslim, does it say that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a big drug dealer? How much coke did he move? What, huh? What part of Islam am I missing? It ain't funny because them niggas is Turkey and they, right as we speak, it's shipping containers of cocaine over here. Why you think America went through that with Arafat that they was going through, huh? You see what they did to El Pablo Escobar? Ran his ass raggedy. Once America got their own weed set up, their dispensary locations, where now they wasn't that need from abroad material. Oh, they shut all them niggas down. And see, motherfuckers didn't understand the wall concept. That was the game. That was one of the biggest governmental plays that they mustered up and kicked out. I have to admit, I give the government their props because they really thought, they really made the American people think that it was a literal wall that the niggas were supposed to be building. But y'all so crazy. How far are you going to build the wall before it's the time for me to stop coming around it? It'll never work. It's a metaphor. It's a Remember Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall? It's one thing about America that's always been in play is two things now, and I want y'all to never forget this. Is the rock, a rock. Yes, a simple rock. And I'll explain in a minute. And the wall. Malcolm said, you niggas got hit in the head by a Plymouth Rock. Moses and all them stayed up inside of rocks. You see the Tibetans all inside of rocks. Jesus became the rock. And it went to that of 1980s, niggas started smoking the rock. Huh? Don't tell me I see everything. That rock is a detrimental to your state of existence as long as you're here. The wall? You ever see Trump with his little thing on top of his head? Huh? Over there touching. Look at, Google it. Look it up. Obama did it, had to do it too. Oh, I thought they was Muslims. I thought they was Christians. Key word. You thought. You didn't do no investigating. You didn't do no due diligent researching. You running off of what the monkeys is making things appear to be. And you got to stop that. Because they're going to lead you astray every time. You keep following the monkeys. Go ahead. Keep following the monkeys if you want. They had a whole sitcom, TV show called The Monkees. Yeah, they did. They had a song go, hey, 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 and the monkeys. What's the song, hey, 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 sitcom of the Monkees?
Here we come, walk down the street. Get funniest works fun. Everyone
Peak game.
Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we're monkeying around. We're too busy singing to put anybody down. We go where we want to, do what we like to do. We don't have time to get restless. There's always something new. Hey, we're the monkeys. The people say we're monkeying around. We're too busy singing to put anybody down.
So they ain't gonna teach you nothing. They ain't gonna never be real with you. So what else was I supposed to be looking up? Man, I forgot what I was supposed to be looking up also. There's something about the president, right? Wow. What was I talking about? Oh, Trump touching the wall. Look at that. Comes right up. That's all you gotta do. Look at Trump. You see it right here. You seen it first. And if you look close, he got the, I think, on the top of his head, the black Hanukkah, what I think it's called. Don't quote me on that. Huh? Oh, so is he Jewish? People, we got some studying to do here. Watch this. This is going to shock you. Because people didn't know, much less did they not know whether Obama was born in America or not, or had a birth certificate. They didn't know if this nigga was Muslim or Christian. Obama touching the wall. Let's get some images. That's what I like. I like images. Look at this shit. Damn. Hold on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, Nate. Nate, that's not real. Nate, your phone, I don't know where your phone pulling that shit up from. Listen, if you could Google the same thing, y'all, you just gotta know what to Google. See, you Googling how fat somebody's ass is, how much money a nigga's worth, who peaked. I mean, like, come on. Come on, y'all. I mean, I understand everybody's different, nobody's the same. But like, there is such a thing as a morality. And we want to, in a spirituality, and we want to exalt ourselves to the fullest in these areas. And I'm sorry, I just don't think that serving that of the low root chakras is going to exalt me to any greatness beyond that of what Jesus was doing. You got to keep in mind, people, I follow Jesus Christ to the bone. And if he said greater works you should be doing than me, then by all means, people, we need to be figuring out what's great, what great works shall we be manifesting. That's all I'm interested in. Anybody got bright ideas, you definitely can get in the comment section and talk to me about that. All right? I'm talking about manifesting that to the extent of like Lucy. Huh? Google the movie Lucy, people, and then go and watch it. So you can see yourself. Because you playing with your imagination. The oldest, the most profound, the most universal of all symbols is the human body. Are we clear? The Greeks, the Persians, the Egyptians, and even the Hindus, almost every civilization before this one here has considered a philosophical analysis of man's true nature to be an indispensable part of ethical and religious training. I want you to listen, people. This is profound right here. I'll give it to you the best that I can. All right? With what little time that we have, too. We don't have much time. Y'all know I'm a very busy man. I'm doing a lot of things in existence. You know? So I want to give you this juicy stuff and I want you to run with it. But most of all, I want you to take this information, dissect it, digest it, and then manifest it to how it best and suit and fit you. That's going to make you a better individual. All right? This is what it's about now. No way. Listen, you could be an atheist. You still have to be better. No matter what religion you are. Everybody says the same thing. It's the same matter about what? Progressing to what? Evilness? Things that are wrong? Things that are ugly? Degrading? Destructive? Diabolical? No. Emphatically no. Even a butterfly. You see? Or huh? Even the fish wants to leave its cocoon. So the mysteries of every nation taught that the laws, elements, and powers of the universe were epitomized in the human constitution. You hear me? That everything which existed outside of man had its analog within man. The elements, yes. The universe being immeasurable in its immensity and inconceivable in its profundity was beyond mortal estimation. Even the gods themselves could comprehend but a part of the inaccessible glory which was their source. However, until now, at the appointed time, we come to reveal and make all things clear. There are certain individuals, entities, and powers that are now circulating in the wilderness of not just North America, but the whole Turtle Island, and captured close that of the ice wall to awaken and raise the frequency and the vibration of all consciousness. No, it's not just a black thing. It's not just, you know what I mean? It's not just the white thing. It's not just going to be the deers. Every aspect of what these people call, or what people call Mother Nature or Father Time, if you will, is up for revision, enhancement, and involvement. You see? So, when temporarily permeated with divine enthusiasm, man may transcend for a brief moment the limitations of his own personality and behold in a part that celestials, effulgence, what's this? Effulgence, effulgence, in which all creation is bathed. But even in his, and I like to say her, let's not leave out woman. Okay? Woman too. This is just this old information. So this is how they talk. This is how they wrote. This is coming from a male chauvinistic perspective, if you ask me. But again, let's keep in mind, on my airwave, on what I'm about, and what this stream is, and there's very few that's like this type of energy. It's about evolving, bringing in the new concept, bringing in the new knowledge, that information and ideas that's going to enable you to sustain yourself in the new and coming trends. You see, if you people ain't ready to gear to partake or at least go against of anything what Elon and his conglomerate is doing, then you are in great danger. You are in the not knowing. And thereby, after it's all said and done, guess what? You all caught up. You're just going to be a part of the commodity. You ain't going to figure it all out until it's all said and done. Why? Because you was too busy playing when everybody was at work. You weren't listening to what Nate was explaining to y'all. I've been telling you this since 2016. Since 1967, to keep it real. I really didn't come out publicly and start reaching the people's minds until that maybe around 1996. No, well, I say 91, 92. But when it comes to this social media and streaming and doing videos, I say somewhere around 17, 18. Definitely during the COVID-19, when the COVID hit. Because I'm telling y'all, I know I was on social media telling y'all don't go get that hot sauce. So that what was that? 19? When did COVID hit? Hey Google. Hey Google. When did COVID hit?
Here's what I found on the web.
What you find on the web, baby? I always got her finding shit on the web for me. I told you in the web. Y'all ain't believe me. You will though one day. All after I'm said and done, and after I'm going, you're going to give me my flowers. That shit gonna hit you. Oh shit, I heard old head. I heard Unc say that. You know what I mean? Yo, I heard just OG. But see now, you're gonna be able to go on YouTube and put my shit up. And you won't be able to see. We've been telling y'all this shit for at least since what? 1933? Maybe a little bit before that. Because we had Noble Drew Ali in the wilderness of North America. Right? Before Elijah started telling you, right? When did Elijah come and give you the message? When did Elijah come and try to wake these cats up? That was like what? 33, 34? Right? But here it is, 2025. And you getting advanced information now. You ain't getting no regurgitated and old shit. I'm bringing you that what's been sent down beyond the 19th galaxy. Most of you don't even know the 19th galaxy exists. Y'all already had me 302 talking about the 19th galaxy. Niggas sitting back talking about, I ain't hear my teacher say nothing about no 19th galaxy. I ain't hear the president. My pastor didn't say nothing about no 19th galaxy. Nate, what the fuck you talking about 19th galaxy? Who's in the 19th galaxy? My niggas, that's who's there. All my niggas and my conglomerates. That's not funny. Let's continue reading. Y'all think it's playtime. It's not playtime. This is serious information we going over right here. See, y'all listen to this and let it get by with a minimum concern. And that's what bothers me. And your great teachers and thinkers think it's sweet, it's funny, and think it's okay. Oh, niggas don't understand. That's all right. As long as they don't understand, they'll be profitable. We'll make money off of them. Recognizing the futility of attempting to cope intellectually with that which transcends the comprehension of the rational faculties, the earlier philosophers turned their attention from the inconceivable divinity to man himself. Did you hear what I just read, people? In other words, we got tired of looking and it's telling you that you came from some mystery god. I've been searching for trillions of years and there's been no evidence. I cannot prove, nor will you ever hear me teach you about you gonna die and return back to this mystery god. You can take me to court for that. I can be held accountable if I'm wrong. What's wrong with you? I ain't taking that type of charge. I have not bear witness to no God sending you or ever you returning to one. So why would you expect me to tell you some shit like that? You're making me mad. I'm your friend. I ain't gonna tell you nothing that I don't know nothing about and I ain't been through. If it is such a thing, that oh well, that's their fault. They neglect to fail to make us see. You can't charge. Don't feel bad. You just whenever if you get there and it's different from than what we expect, the whole goddamn it, and you bring your phone with you because it's all on record. We got it on YouTube, God. We got you, God. Hold on, you on YouTube. Listen, where was you at during Corona? There all these people at, God. Huh? Where was you at? Shut up. What you talking about? You talking about, oh, I heard that. Listen, God ain't supposed to have no excuses. Just listen, people. Niggas got excuses. Humans, monkeys got excuses. I don't expect if God ways aren't like your ways, then for him to have excuses. I'm just saying. So again, recognizing the futility of attempting to cope intellectually with that which transcends the comprehension of the rational faculties, the early philosophers turned their attention from the inconceivable divinity to man himself. So I ask you, how did you get in the wrench condition that you are in today, people? Who you been following? When the philosopher of times ago have long decided that we need not no longer be looking for this mystery God. Within the narrow confines of whose nature they found manifested all mysteries of the external spheres. Listen, as the natural outgrowth of this practice, there was fabricated a secret theological system in which God was considered as the grand man and conversely man as the little g. How many of you have heard that before? Huh? You opened up your the good book titled Holy Bible, turned it to that of Psalms 82, verse 6, and it read, Ye are gods. And you ran out, you found your new discovered piece of information, because they don't teach you that in church or in school. You don't know the pastor will get fined and in prison and can be assassinated if they teach you that you God. A preacher can only, those ordained people can only preach to you about that Bible. They cannot teach you the esoteric study of that Bible. They under oath. Let me be clear. Why you think I ain't taking on an assignment and being inside capturing closed doors and walls? I wouldn't be able to speak as freely as I do and give you the real deal without being bothered, having backlash, or have to answer to somebody. I don't answer to nobody. I speak my mind and go on and carry on with a merry day. And expecting to unfold all that what I see. And if it don't unfold that which I expect, it's going to be consequences and repercussions. That's just the way it is. So continuing this analogy, the universe was regarded as a man and conversely man as a miniature universe. The greater universe was termed the macrocosmic, and the great world or body and the divine life or spiritual entity controlling its functions was called the macro these are crazy words, so I'm gonna work with it the best I can. It's called macroprosophis. Okay, just know that there's the macro and the micro. Your macro will be that of the spiritual sense or the above. The micro will be that of the physical world, this which is below. All right, and look at it as in terms like macaroni and microwave. Macaroni is higher things. Microwave is the lower stages or the physical plane, right? So again, man's body, well, not again, let's move on. Man's body or the individual human universe was termed the microcosmic. Are we clear? Let's say it again. The greater universe was termed the macro, the great world or body, and the divine life or spiritual entity. Right? The energy. When you dealing with magic, when you seeing things in your mind manifest before it does in the physical, then you dealing a lot in the spiritual realm, which is the macro. Okay? It says here, moving on, listen. Man's body or the individual human universe was termed the micro, M-I-C-R-O. Check? And the divine life or spiritual entity controlling its functions was called the microprosophists. So the pagan mysteries were primarily concerned with instructing neophytes in the true relationship existing between the macrocosmic and the microcosmic. In other words, for those who are still shooken up, okay, a little unaware and confused, we're talking about that which is between God and man, okay? Accordingly, the key to these analogies between the organs and functions of the microcosmic man and those of the macrocosmic man constituted the most prized possession of the early initiatives. Who was what? The ones who put together the Kabbalion. Right? Remember the three initiatives. So, in Isis unveiled, H.P. Blavatsky summarizes the pagan concept of man as follows. And we're going to close after this, people. I got to go. And we quote, okay? We quote, man is a little world, a microcosmic inside the great universe. Like a fetus, he is suspended by all his three spirits in the matrix of the macrocosmos. And while his terrestrial body is in constant sympathy with its parent Earth, his astral soul lives in unison with the sidereal anemia mundi. He is in it. Now, this cerebral anemia mundi, we can look this up. We can see what this is. His astral soul lives in unison with this good sounding word. So let's just say that's what it sounds like. Some old other good practices and forms of seeing how life exists and whether or not you practice it. But we could just for fact check it and just to be sure, okay? Because I don't know everything. Well, actually, I can't say that. I do know everything. But some things I can't just read off the tip of my head and give it to you. Some things, you got to go back and do some contemplating, reflecting. So, for those who is concerned and want to know what the heck is the sidereal anemia mundi. Got herbals, plant medicine. Okay, so with this parent, his astral soul lives in unison with the. And we need this word here. That's the word. One word I got wrong. This first word, and that's S-I, right? S-I-D. Everybody pull out your computer and look this up. Don't let me do all the work. S-I-D-E-R. Another E-A-L. Anemia. A-N-I-M-A. I may be pronouncing it wrong. A-N-I-M-A. Right? Oh, I'm sorry. Not M-A. A-N-I-M-A. A. That's what it is. Mundi. Mundii. So let's look what that is. It says, combines with the concept of the world soul with the idea of the stars and the cosmos, suggesting a cosmic or universal soul connected to a celestial realm. Okay? He is in it as it is in him. Where we heard that before. All right. I see you've been reading your Bible. Jesus said what? The Father is in me and I am in him. People, I need you to stop looking outside yourself. I got too much overwhelming evidence to prove that we're supposed to be finding ourselves from within. Not listening to Nate the Great on some goddamn Facebook page. Right or wrong? If I'm answering all your questions, people, I'm your God. That makes me your God. And you don't want that. How you know I'm going to lead you in the right direction? How you know? How you so secure that I'm giving you valuable information? I tell you all the time, you go check even what I'm talking about. I had to do the same thing. I wasn't sure. I was confused. I was scared. I didn't whether know the visible God was going to hate me or not because I left him or her or whatever it is. We're not quite sure. No one's ever seen God face to face. That's what they tell you. So if you haven't seen God face to face, how can you tell me about God? That's stupid. That's like telling me you know how to fix a car, but you never had no prior education. Never been to school. In fact, I'll probably be the first vehicle you worked on, huh? For the world-pervading element fills all space and is space itself. You don't need to go nowhere in outer space. You already in space. This is sure. This is infinite. As to his or her third spirit, the divine, what is it but an infinite ray? In other words, you're nothing but a ray of nothing but light waves, people. Your frequency of light waves. I tell you, when you're not at work, that job don't exist. It only exists to the individual who perceives and occupies it at that time. Other than that, it's in light waves. As you grow into your godhood, you'll pick all this up. It'll all become clear to you. But just absorb this information. Let your brain be like a sponge right now. Your brain is supposed to be like a sponge. You're just supposed to be absorbing, taking in all the information you can. Let it iron itself out later. Even if you don't comprehend it or understand it, doesn't make sense right now. Store it in a part of the brain called the file cabinet. And you can recall, bring it back up. Maybe when you get older, as you get older, you get brighter, you get more intelligent. You see more things. You see? I'm a baby at this, and I'm telling you exactly what it is. I still got so far along to go. But I can rock the world from this cradle. the universe, galaxies. So that's gonna be it for tonight, people. We're gonna close out. Like I said, I gotta go and do other things in existence. I want to remind you how phenomenal and how great you are. And until next time, make sure you take care of yourself and be good to yourself and do it on purpose.
Another chance to touch the sky. Another gig, a chance to try. The place is the same. These tunes are just half the game. I'll jam with the boys, it's always happening. From ragtime to blues, big band of scat. Scat to bebop, bop to rap. It's all the same for those who strive. You gotta push hard, you got to drive. From the birds, the blues, the gigs, the sing, the fame and the money game, well, it's just a game. Basic felt it, and elegant too. Frankie's no exception to the rule. Jeff and the family with career ambition. Ain't no fun if you're in this position. You gotta make choices. You gotta think smart. This ain't for the faint of heart. I led to the